Call Halal, Wahawat La Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Daban Saleh, the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, who have taught us his knowledge. Honest salutations to you fellow laborers out there that's doing the work with true sincerity. Shalom to you and shalom to the few I prophet that believe as well. This is from Blacklisted News. It's actually a great article, which is written or the source is the Free Thought Project, and it's entitled "Pfizer CEO, Head of CIA, Facebook VP, and Other Elites Secretly Meeting in D.C., which is Washington D.C. or Washington District of Columbia. Corporate media is silent," and this is published on June the 3rd. So let's read into it a bit. It says, the world's ruling elite will meet in secret this week. No press will be allowed in. No one will be interviewed about it, and Bilderberg will not even register as a blip within the mainstream media's radar. And it says, as the media hypes gun control and abortion debates, bankers, politicians, military leaders, and information controllers will be discussing their plans for the world behind closed doors with zero transparency. And as you can see, the opening tone from the first paragraph, it shows you that people are, awake to what the elites of Esau is stirring up or got going on. All right, it brings me to my first precept. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah 49. This is Jeremiah 49 and 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." Yeah, and that's what you see on display right now. All right, the secret places of Esau have been revealed to the public, and he can't hide himself anymore. Everybody know who the elites of Esau is. All right, that's what it means when you go to the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. All right, in the 12th verse, Isaiah 14 and 12, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" Yeah, that's talking about the enlightened ones of this world. All right, the powers that be. How are you fallen from heaven? Meaning, how have you fallen from the main height of your power, which is secrecy? See, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, or enlightened ones, son of the morning, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" See, and that's the elites of Esau, the central banking families. All right, which that's what this meeting was all about. All right, them meeting. All right, and them discussing plans on what they would do involving the inhabitants of the earth, because they're pushing their agenda right before our very eyes. All right. Second paragraph, it says, oh, Salakia. Let me get rid of this. It says the 68th annual Bilderberg meeting, which Bilderbergs, they're a part of the central banking family. All right. It says the 68th annual Bilderberg meeting, which has been held in locations around the world throughout the years, kicked off on Thursday in Washington, D.C., with absolutely no press coverage at all, and is set to end on Sunday, June 5th, despite a prestigious guest list of around 120 attendees who will arguably have more of a global influence than any elected officials. The meeting will escape any scrutiny in the mainstream media. You know why? Because they're trying to move on the inhabitants. All right, and they don't want the inhabitants to know, meaning the commoners, all the common folk. All right, they don't want you to know what's going on, but the people do know what's going on because they know the wicked agenda of the elites of this world. Even the lower level Edomites, the average Edomites, they know what's going on. And then also, more importantly, I should say, the men of the Lord, man, the men of the Lord, we always publishing what they're doing publicly. All right. It says the reason this meeting of the global elite manages to remain free from any mainstream media coverage is no accident. This group of elite power brokers owns the media, they own the politicians, and arguably they own the world. It says in attendance to this year's meeting are war criminals like Henry Kissinger, Albert Bourla, the CEO of criminal pharmaceutical company Pfizer, head of the CIA William J. Burns, the Secret General of NATO Jens Stoltenberg, GlaxoSmithKline, CEO of Emma Walmsley. It says Eric Schmidt, the infamous former CEO of Google, and other heads of corporate media, foreign heads of state, and military officials. According to the elite group of power brokers made up of people, who force, I can't say that word, but you see it, um, the Ikiviki, it says lockdowns and tyranny on the entire planet for the last 2 years. It says the key topics for discussion this year at their secret event are, let's see, it says geopolitical realignments, NATO challenges, China Indo-Pacific realignment, Sino U.S. tech competition, Russia, continuity of government and the economy, disruption of the global financial system, disinformation, energy security and sustainability, post-pandemic health, fragmentation of democratic societies, trade and deglobalization, Ukraine. So this is this more proof that Esau is losing his power, man. Because as you can see, all right, he's trying to still have these secret meetings, which we know what you're up to, right? All right, we know what you was up. We know what you're up to, right? Let's get that real quick. Let's go. Okay. Oh, Esau. Uh, Esau trying to pull his last minute tricks, but it can't work. All right, it can't work on us. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua made us totally aware of who Esau is, and Esau is just like an open book. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, it says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Yeah, and the physical counterparts of Satan are you Edomites. All right, the house of Esau, begin with your elites. All right, the central banking families on down, and we are aware completely of what you're doing. All right, we know that you sit in the high seats of this world. We know that you plan on pushing your agenda and eliminating roughly 4.5 billion people. All right, deglobalization is real. And how you know it's real? Because everything in this society is geared to the loss of life. All right, the things we consume. When I say we, I'm talking about as a whole, as a whole, you know, as a whole overall, the masses of the people, the things that the average person consumes in society goes against his or her health. All right, meaning what? You have to be careful on what you eat and drink, because what you eat and drink can affect your health in a big way. All right, and we know that you know all these things surrounding the agriculture is just all messed up. It's all jacked up, man. All right, and it's because of Esau. All right, Esau has gotten everything, all right, out of order. All right, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 11, it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity." Excuse me. "And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." All right, the hardness of the terrible ones. All right, which you gotta go back to Jeremiah. All right, are you Edomites? Starting with you elites of Esau. All right, that's about. So Jeremiah 49. Come on. Jeremiah 49:15. I started 15. Yeah, come on. And it says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men." How you know it's talking about Esau? Well, when you jump over to Obadiah, the Lord told Obadiah the same thing. Um, Obadiah verse 1, the vision of Obadiah, "Thus said the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." So that's another instance where the Lord is talking about Esau and how he's going to make Esau most hated among the nations. All right, showing you that who was hated continually by the Heavenly Father. All right, that's why we always bring out Malachi, the first chapter. The Most High loves the children of Israel, but he hates Esau and his children. Back at Jeremiah 49:15, it says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men." And everywhere you go, Esau, you're despised, man. Even the people, even the nations that are in league with you, they despise you secretly, man, because they know that you're a devil, man. All right, verse 16, "Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill." Which, who holds the height of the hill? Who is the top government? In other words, Esau's government. Esau's in the ruling seat. All right. It says, "Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord." Because why? The Most High's worst judgment that he's going to issue out is going to be for the house of Esau. You got the worst judgments that's coming because the Most High ain't going to give you any mercy. All right. Verse 17, "Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof." Which they're going to be astonished at how so-called America is destroyed by the Heavenly Father. All right. That's going to happen real soon in the near future, man. All right. Verse 18, "As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it." You know why? Because this place is an abominable place, man. All right, this is an abominable place to live in America. Everything about this place is wicked because it's ruled and governed by the wicked. Excuse me. All right, everything about America is totally, totally evil and wicked. And if you're into evil and wicked things, as far as you Israelites go, you're able to make it to a higher living or a higher status in this world because you consent to do as Esau, what he wants you to do. You know. So let's go from there. I want to go back to Obadiah. In verse 3, it says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" And this is the mind of the elites of Esau. They don't think they'll ever come out of power. They don't think that they're be in the sides of the pit. All right, being slaves to the sons of Jacob. All right, rightfully so, because the Most High made you to be all right, our slaves, all right. And the Most High is preparing you for that purpose. That's why everything in your society is falling. Your economy, all right, your infrastructure, agriculture, all right, logistics, you name it, man. Everything is failing. All right, that whole American dream that people once had, that's no longer here, man. All right. So the Most High is bringing your whole world. All right, your world Esau is coming down, man. All right, but the proud, all right, the proud spirit that you have in you, you don't think so. All right, you don't think that you're gonna ever come down because the Most High got you puffed up in your pride. All right, the Most High hardened your heart, just like He hardened Pharaoh's heart. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Behold, his excuse me, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." And the soul that's lifted up in the so-called white man Esau, it's not upright in him. The reason why all the wars are going on, the reason why you have so many migrants going on, people are suffering in mass, is because of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with their elites, the central banking families. All right, everywhere you look and turn to, there's war or a civil war in all these countries, and they're always instigated by an Edomite, whether it's one of the elites you know, or one of the ones you don't know, or no, or not keen to know a lot of information about, but you know they are part of the elites when you look them up. Like this guy George Soros, he able to go around and stir up things in these different countries because he's a part of that family. All right, of the elites of Esau. All right, you Amalekites. All right. So again, you know, the Most High. All right, the Most High is going to come and bring you down. All right, and you're gonna you know, you're gonna know in that day when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai bring that judgment. All right, how much indignation the Lord had for you. You see, Isaiah 24 and 21, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth of the earth." So the high ones are you elites, all right. The other kings of the earth, you know, the other leaders of these other nations. The Most High Heavenly Father is going to you know, come you know, bring, or not himself, but you know, he's going to send his only begotten Son back, Yahweh Shai, right? And he's going to take all you down, all the kings of the earth. All right, start with Esau. All right, he's going to bring you down and conquer all of you. That's why one of his titles is the King of Kings. All right. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth are upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited." So you're going to be gathered together, you know, like prisoners, like I said earlier in this video, in the pit, because once you come out of power, that's it. You're going to go right in slavery. All right. Revelation 13 and 10 going to take place. "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." So you led us to captivity, all you elites. All right. And you're going to be the first ones to go into captivity once the Lord bring you down. Also, what comes to mind is Isaiah 14. Let's get that. Isaiah 14 and 1, it says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land." Yeah, that's future prophecy, right? That's a prophecy that's getting ready to happen in the near future. All right, because right now, the Lord haven't set the children of Israel in their land as of yet. You see? It says, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, which are the Israelite foreigners. All right, the Gentiles in the New Testament. Those Gentile Christians, when you look it up on the blue letter. All right, Paul was talking about the Gentile Christians, which the Christians were the Jews or Israelites at Antioch. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, slaves. All right, you're going to be bondmen and bondwomen, all right, in the kingdom of heaven. It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, so we're going to take you elites captives, because we're still to this day your captives. All right, we're your captives, and we've never been freed, man. So we're going to take you captive and make you work our fields. All right, you're going to build up our kingdom. All right, that's justice. All right, that is straight up justice. And we know what justice is, right? Well, if you don't know, let me get that real quick. Let's get the word justice. Do I got it pulled up? Matter of fact, let's get that pulled up. The word justice. So we see what justice is. Because we're going to get justice in the kingdom of heaven. It says, justice, the exercise of authority and vindication of right by assigning reward or punishment. Also, quality of being fair and just, moral soundness, and conformity to truth. See? So, we're going to get that, we're going to get that vindication, all right? And you know, reward you or punish you for your evil doings that you've done to us. Remember, the scriptures say that, what's that, 1 Corinthians, it says that the saints shall judge the world. And we're the saints, Esau. The saints are Israelites. Let's get that real quick. 1 Corinthians. Slack you for my app. It takes a long time. I probably got to get a new phone here in the near future because you know how these phones are. Oh, slack it. I went way too far. All right. Matter of fact. Let's see. I'm gonna go right to it. Shalaki. I'm gonna go right to it. Come on. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 2. Matter of fact, we start up. 1 Corinthians 6 and 1. It says, dare any of you having the matter against another go to law before the unjust, and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Hey, we're gonna judge you devils, man. We already got the proof. All right. And you're not gonna have a lawyer either. We ain't gonna have that old, Esau got a wicked system set up where, you can't even speak on your behalf, or defend yourself. See, in the kingdom of heaven, when you're being judged, Esau, for all your wicked crimes against, first of all, us, the children of Israel, and the rest of the nations, your actions, your deeds are going to be put before the whole world to see. It's going to be a slam dunk verdict on you. All right, it's going to be an easy verdict. All right, the verdict ain't going to take hours and days. It's going to be just, it's going to be a slam dunk, I'm telling you. All right. Verse 3, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? Right? So we're gonna judge you, Esau, and you're gonna be judged without mercy. This is the the book of James, chapter 2 and 13. It says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that showed no mercy." So we're gonna show you judgment without mercy. You see, and by the way, this proves that you know, the devil. All right, when you go to Revelation 12 and 12, that the devil is referring to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with their elites. This proves that that they are them, devils that this Bible speak of, because it says what? All right, the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. That proves that that's you, man. Another reason you're going to be judged without mercy, because you're getting ready to do everything you can to try to deglobalize the earth of people or the inhabitants, man. So you're going to have judgment without mercy, man. And that's a beautiful thing, all right, to see the wicked being judged for their wickedness. All right. So with that, I want to close and say, all praise and glory be unto Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.